Our phone's going to start going on. Turn it down. Huh? Why? There's kids back there.
Every 10 or 15 years, a film is produced that is so overwhelming, so forceful in its impact, that it becomes deeply embedded in the mind.
Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
Appreciate your choosing our theater. And to make this experience more enjoyable for everyone, we hope you'll refrain from talking during the show. Enjoy the movie. Thank you.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. We have very active lifestyles. It's not all wandering the countryside aimlessly or scaring passing motorists. And we all love a good cup of joe. and there's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. Bold, robust, delicious. It's coffee that can wake the dead. With over a dozen different roasts and flavors, Deadly Grounds can satisfy the most finicky of coffee addicts. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Are you a comic or a horror fan? Maybe you're both. Come join us at Maryland Poppin' Horror Con, where Comic-Con meets Halloween. Maryland Poppin' Horror Con takes place August 27th and 28th. You'll have an amazing weekend meeting your favorite celebrities. Come see the new Candyman, Michael Hargrove, the original Michael Myers, Tony Moran, NFL legend Fred Smoot, and WWE legend Tatanka, Darth Vader himself Spencer Wilding, Leatherface Bob Elmore, the voice of Space Ghost George Lowe, from Fraggle Rock and Dark Crystal, 3-time Emmy-winning legendary puppeteer Bill Diamond. Get to meet all these awesome celebrities and more. There's going to be incredible vendors for all things Marvel, Star Wars, horror, anime, toys, games, movie props, oddities, steampunk, LARPing, and so much more. There's going to be so much stuff, there's going to be something for everyone. Cosplayers, come show off your creativity with the cosplay contest. Enjoy live panels hosted by Toking with the Dead and the Dorkening Podcast Network. Tickets available at MarylandPoppinHorrorCon.com. $20 in advance, $25 at the door. Again, that's Maryland Poppin' Horror Con, August 27th and 28th, where Comic-Con meets Halloween.
Hey, happy Monday, everybody. I know it's an off night. My name's Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard here. We're going to be talking with the guys behind Maryland Poppin' Horror Con. But with us, Jeffrey. How's it going, bud?
It's going great. It sucks to be back from vacation, but it's all good. Time to buckle the straps down and let's get moving here.
Oh, yeah. And
so I think we got a great show. I think these guys deserve a little bit of credit. They've been working their sweaty little balls off trying to pull all this shit together, and I think they're doing an awesome job. They got a great guest list. We're gonna obviously touch on Maryland and a couple of other things that they got going on.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we are.
And your I was gonna say better half, but I don't know. Where's Ben? Ben
gave me a call a little while ago. He forgot, because he's senile and getting fucking old apparently, that he had a conference call at 7:30. So, but hopefully he will be joining us pretty soon. If not, he'll get a dick slap the next time I see him.
There we go. Brian and Billy, how's it going?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing today?
Doing well. MarylandPoppinHorrorCon.com, right? Yeah.
Yep. MarylandPoppinHorrorCon.com or Tidewater Horror Convention.com.
Yeah.
Or Tidewater Conventions if you want all three.
Yeah, that's right. 3. Soon to
Three
be
now.
more.
Yes.
Soon to be more the way you guys are fucking rolling.
Yeah, we're trying to get there.
So
Man.
you when was your first convention?
September 9th, September 10th,
Last
11th,
year.
and 12th last year.
Really?
Yes.
And
Jeff and Ben were there, Still Toking.
so you guys within 1 year went from 1 con to 3 and adding more.
Yes. We're
That's
going to probably add a couple. Absolutely. We're trying to go. Hey, Austin, how are you? We're trying to add a couple more on the East Coast. But we'll announce that as we get further along.
Okay. Anything
Right.
in the Northeast?
Possible. It's possible. We're still looking, still scouting.
Well, there is we used to have a major horror con in Massachusetts, in Worcester. And I think was it last year that it closed down, Jeff?
I think it was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Might have been 2 years ago, yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, I think COVID crushed them a little bit too.
Yeah, but I mean that convention was going on for a long time. Their last year they had Bruce Campbell there,
Okay.
Wow.
and I think they changed ownership. It was normally a huge convention in the Worcester. I, I,
The
Is
Central.
that Massachusetts or?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's like
Yeah.
a
The DCU Center.
there's a big hole now in the convention sphere. So we need a good horror con up this way.
We'll have to look into that. We'll talk off air.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, the closest one I'm aware of in New England is in Western Connecticut for a
Okay.
horror convention.
Well, you don't talk about that one.
You know what I mean?
I don't talk about that one.
Yeah. And that's cool. But
They
that's
they
close
booted
to
me
where,
out, so I yeah, fuck them.
You know.
Wow. Why'd you get booted? What'd you do, Leo?
Oh, they gave me press passes, and then they didn't like it that I was getting interviews there, and then they changed their tune. They said, "Oh, we don't give press passes," but they gave us press passes, so it was, yeah. So
Gotcha.
yeah, fuck them.
That's okay. You know, me and Ben have a con that we feel the same way about too. So.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we
I think we all have horror stories from previous
Right.
cons.
Right.
You know.
You know.
It's
But
actually
I-
kind of that's kind of how me and Brian got into this. It's from bad experiences from other places or price gouging, customers or vendors. Is trying to create a different lane. That way, it's affordable to families. And get the same experience that you spend $75 for 4 hours at an unknown con that we just attended.
Yeah.
Each. So.
Well, you talk about that, and that's one thing we've all experienced is you go from con to con, and it's crazy where like one celebrity could charge like $20 for an autograph. You go to the same con like on the other side of the state, and it's like $80 for his autograph. It's like, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah, we run into that situation sometimes. We try to vet them. That's why we usually go for a certain talent pool. Is because autographs can go all over the place, and we want to make sure that they're affordable for families. So most autographs at our shows are $30 to $40, usually the max.
That's not bad.
That's very reasonable.
Yeah,
and most of the time on the $40 end, you're bringing your own pop or something, and especially celebrities know what resellers are. They hit them a little bit harder than they normally hit the fans because they want to interact with fans. But it's part of the business too.
Oh yeah, you mean the guy bringing like a box full of pops and saying, "Oh, don't put my name on it," just
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of that. That happens, and that's the nature of our business.
Oh yeah.
But even those guys are usually reasonable with them as with bringing their stuff. So that's a good thing.
No. Well, I mean, I want to say that we did the Tidewater show last year, and for a first year show, it was absolutely incredible. The way you approached it was different. You didn't have a separate room where you put all the talent.
Correct.
You know what I mean? You mixed the people together, and I think it worked very, very well. Because you would see a vendor sitting next to a celebrity, and then across is another vendor. Nice. And I think the interaction was much, much better. And it also, I personally believe that it made the celebrities feel more relaxed because they weren't just stuck in a room with a bunch of other celebrities.
Correct. We actually got a lot of feedback from celebrities preferring that they be in line with vendors and everybody else in one big room versus a separate room because they're all standing around talking, waiting for somebody to walk in sometimes, and which is good for networking. But at the same time, they want to be part of their fans too. 9 times out of 10, a lot of these celebrities are actually, especially who we targeted, is fans. They admire other people's work. They love the artwork. They love the cool stuff they see. I think Brian's done a great job trying to select certain vendors instead of just blanketly going after everybody. We try not to do that for the very reason that if you go to a con and you see 12 people selling masks, it gets boring. And we want to show everything that they have to offer. Brian's done a bang up job making sure that we have new vendors, we're new blood in there. We're talking about Maryland tonight, but we're talking a little bit about all the Tidewater Convention stuff. Our Tidewater responses, now we're pushed to the outside. We're getting ready to put on the show that we wanted to put on last year that we couldn't because of COVID. We were just coming out of it. They just lifted face masks. They just, all the mask mandates and everything. So people were still skeptical, especially going into large environments. And we still had a hell of a turnout. Through all that, we still overcome. So I thought we did really well with that.
No, and you did. You really, really did. And I got a lot of compliments on how you guys took care of the vendors. There was somebody walking around, hey, do you guys need some water? And and there's coffee in the room. And, not too many places do that. They just kind of make you fend for yourself.
No, absolutely. I think a big part of that is because I grew up, my dad was a big vendor, not in the horror field, but in baseball cards and collectibles and so forth. And so I used to travel with him. So I would see how certain vendors got treated at certain shows. And I guess the biggest compliment that me and Brian got last year, 9 times out of 10, they don't meet the promoters. You pay your money and you don't even know, I don't think anybody hasn't talked to us for at least 20, 30 minutes each at that show. We were standing by people's tables, pushing people to, like, if somebody was slow, you're, not over there yet. We were, hey guys, there's more stuff over here. Check this out. Brian was trying to get them, motivated and moving. And so I think that's a good thing. I think that we try to look at it from the perspective of the vendors or attendees. What do they want to see from a show? And like I said, the biggest thing that I personally am behind is, and again, I understand shows have big shows have big overhead. I get that. But literally $75 for a Friday for 4 hours, that's how can families afford that? You know what I mean? If you can, more kudos. I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking the show, but that's not what our lane is. We want to cater to everybody.
Right. Now, as far as acquiring your guests, you say, you vet people, and tell me the process about getting your celebrities and getting your guests, and what you look for, and what things that you look for that would make the show much better, not necessarily just a name.
Ticket sales. Anybody that sells a ticket. That's all we get. All these motherfuckers buy.
A lot goes into it, actually. It's how rare they are. We get Kane Hodder every week. Somebody requests us. And no offense, love Kane. You're at every show. And most people and most audiences know I'm not going to give out, but it's $10,000 to $15,000 just for him to come to a show. And a lot of people don't understand that. And we try to convey that without giving away too much information, is that they have to make that money or the show has to pay that money. So we get Robert Englund, he's north of $90,000 for a weekend. That's just, I love him. We're fans of him also, but it doesn't translate to the fans, and they're at the major shows. So a lot of people still have touch with them. Like Andre, you haven't seen him on the circuit. He has been to very few shows. I'm a huge Stranger Things fan. So that's kind of personal with me. So that was kind of a good thing. And it's the agents we work with too. You get some good ones, you get some bad ones. This is the nature of our business. And sometimes pricing is different. It's very confusing, especially when somebody's a free agent. They have 12 different people emailing us, and then 10 of them, like, we already have them. Like, you don't look at our Facebook or
right.
That's very frustrating for us. Like, just do a little homework before you contact. It's like we already talked to them, like they're here.
Right.
So,
they were here last year, bro. What are you talking about?
And we try to keep it fresh. We don't want to bring. None of our shows will have the same talent repeat. Now we'll just use. Well, I brought up Andre. Andre has a brand new video game coming out, new Call of Duty, and he's into Stranger Things again. He's not. I don't know. So nobody out there, I have no idea. But if he got casted again, or he's in a major picture, then we would look at that again. To bring them back because it's something fresh. But we want to keep it fresh for all our people that come in. But it's a difficult process trying to vet them. And then when we usually talk to their agents, we try to find out their price points, where they're at. Because, again, I'm not looking for the $75 autograph guy. Right. I'm not looking for the $100 autograph
Well, that also sucks all the money out of the room, and it takes away from the vendors. And then the vendors don't make any money, and then the vendors don't want to come back next year because the talent got all the money. So you don't want a money sucker. They can't suck all the money out of the room at the same time. There's got to be a healthy balance.
Yeah, and that makes sense. That makes total sense.
Yeah, and there's a lot of shows out there are heavily influenced by their celebrity list. I'm not going to name any, but we've been to shows, but they're heavy on they have great names and don't care about their vendors. We saw no volunteers in their vendor section, nothing. And that's a little discerning to us. Those are the guys that paid for those guys to be there, and we know that. And we're not going to lose focus of that. So
and
forward,
I think that, people are starting to learn. I mean, Ben and I just did a little event, first year event up in upper state Vermont.
Yep.
And it was the same thing. You know what I mean? His first year show, he didn't even have talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, me and Ben were the talent. But he did a bang-up job, and number one was take care of the vendors.
Yes, absolutely. Because at the end of the day, those are your supporters. And if you do a good job, and when we started this, me and Brian discussed it with a lot of vendors, we're trying to get them to travel with us. Make it easier on them. You know who we are. We know what to expect. We know where to stick you. We know what vendor goes with what vendor now that helps sales for both of them. And we encompass that. We make notes of that, going forward. That way, we want everybody to make money, man. It's not about us. A lot of people perceive that we're just making tons of money. We only make it at the door, and
we're in the hole right now. Y'all need to buy tickets.
Yeah, we've been spending a lot of advertising dollars this year and trying to market it. We're getting phone calls and vendors from the previous year, like in the Hampton Roads area, we got banners up everywhere. You can't go into a store and basically not see one of our flyers. I'm talking about we've advertised from here all the way up to Maryland, like every single comic book store. Anything that's on that path or within a 25-mile radius, we went in there. Now, not everyone's going to hang up a flyer, but at least we got the information and we gave them free passes sometimes to give out to contests to help the comic book store, to try to do a trade-off. So, but yeah, every single location from Norfolk, Virginia, all the way up to Maryland has a poster from Second Charles companies to Starbucks. I mean, we've been hitting the ground running. So trying to get the word out there.
Now this is, I think, Leo, you might be able to correct me on this, but I can't think of any other con that is actually a combo horror and pop.
They're popping up now.
Galaxy Con, but that's encompassing everything with, fantasy, video games. A lot of people, because a lot of even the horror, they'll go to a Comic-Con. So the Comic-Con will accept horror people, but
you see two vendors, or you see
we're the only ones emphasizing that as a dual, kind of selling point. But
right. Well, pretty soon we're going to be tripling that up because it's going to be a Canna Horror Con.
A Canna? Oh yeah. If it's legal in our state, fuck yeah.
Right.
Well, you have to say, you're right, Jeff. I haven't seen too many of like horror and Comic-Con. Like, you will see horror stuff at a Comic-Con, and you will see comic stuff at a horror con, but you find it's going to them. two totally different types of people. Like,
Yeah.
it's weird where horror cons, like everybody is so inviting, like it's like one big family. But then on the Comic Con side, you get like these comic gators and just
What's what's that? What's a comic gator?
it's well, actually, Jeremy's here. Jeremy, what's it?
I was baking and I totally spaced, and I'm sorry, but I'm here.
Okay, it's okay.
I was
Fucking
baking
pothead.
brownies.
Jeremy, explain what a comic gator is.
A comic gator?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like Comicscape people and all
Yeah,
those people, the
yeah.
people that are against any I don't know. I would say like
Like anti.
Outside genres.
Yeah, like hey, I'm a Marvel guy. You like DC, you suck. Those type of people.
Oh, okay. I got
gotcha. Divisions.
Yeah.
Divisions.
yeah.
It's
We
all-
were
So what
talking
did I
about-
miss?
Well, we were talking about the difference of cons, between like horror cons and Comic Cons.
This
Like,
is
there's a-
actually going to be like my third horror con, so this
Well,
is going to be interesting for me.
Well, this is a mix. This is a horror and Comic Con together.
Well, yeah, but the branding of it is Tidewater Horror Con, so like
No, not
convention.
We're in
you.
Maryland.
We got to see the Maryland Pop too.
Oh, Maryland Pop
Oh,
and
yeah.
horror. God, there's too many words.
What kind of brownies were you making?
Oh, those
Right?
kind. Oh, I will be bringing some to Maryland. Don't worry. I grow. I'm a farmer, and I have a field, and
Oh, that's
the field is
awesome.
plentiful. Yeah, right
Oh, that
now
is great.
we're about to go into flower right now, so like everything's like very beautiful and like woo. It's a stressful time though, also, but it's a good time.
There you go. It's the stress before the relief.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
man! I'm telling you, October is always great.
Are you guys also coming to Tidewater Horror Con the 2
Yeah.
weeks after?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one will be strictly horror. So that'll be your third horror show, whatnot.
So, are you guys based out of Norfolk?
Yes.
Yes, we're both from Norfolk, Virginia.
How long you been there?
The whole life. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a military brat, and he's just from here. So I guess my mom, we've always been in Virginia. So we was the Fredericksburg area, and then Norfolk, and then we just stayed in Norfolk the entire time. So yeah, we went about 35 years.
Now,
Wow.
is it Newport News around there?
Yeah.
Newport News is very close.
Okay. I was there, had to be around, I think 91. 90, yeah, had to be about 91. This guy that had a video game store invited me down there to help him do an opening. Around that time, I was a Nintendo World Champion semifinalist. So
Oh, wow.
they
I
brought me
didn't know
down.
that.
Well, I choked at the end. So yeah,
Leo's a surprising character. Leo has some surprising. Leo's also an avid snake killer. Like I know that one
Jeremy, why
shocks
you gotta-
everybody. Oh, I have to. Like that one is he has a farm. Well, his parents have a farm down in Connecticut, right?
yeah.
And I guess it's some kind of nest of like these 6 foot long beasts and stuff. And Leo's like a little Indiana Jones out there, like carving them up, hanging them around, leaving them out for the others, warning them, be like, you come here, you lose your head. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I was living there for a little bit when I came back from Florida, and turned out my mom couldn't really keep up with the place, after my dad passed. So she moved out, and it was when I came in, it was infested with snakes. So I became a snake killer. I found the best way to do it was 2 hand axes. Like if they're rolling up the wall, you use one axe to pull it down, and the other one to dispatch it.
Yeah. Now,
Just
see, if
when
you
I
use
think this will be-
tomahawks, you could get stoned while you did.
All right, just sit there launching.
Moving targets.
The
Serpent
Slayer. That's nice. Wow.
So-
So,
Excuse me.
can you guys give us a quick rundown on your guest list for Maryland?
Go ahead, Brian.
Go ahead, Brian. So we got him hanging up somewhere. We keep track of him. All right, so we got George Lowe, which is
Oh,
space.
look at this.
There you go. I like that, Leo. So Michael
Yeah,
Hargrove.
Leo's on top of it.
Yes, love that. Michael Hargrove. Apparently he's only exclusive to us in the East Coast area, whatnot.
Oh, nice.
So if you want to see him, you gotta come to one of our shows. And then Spencer Wilder just signed on.
This guy's great. I followed him and met him a few times.
Man, he's a wild animal, man. I like him. Yeah, we're gonna have a great time.
Yeah, he's like a dude. If you interview him, he is just like you let him take the reins and he goes. It's so much fun.
Yeah, and then we got Bob Elmore. So apparently, I just learned this today that there was two of those in the same movie. So there was two Leatherfaces, but actually Bob Elmore got the most screenplay. But they bill it in casting and IMDb to Bill Johnson. But Bob Elmore actually had more screen time as Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. But he's been in a bunch of other stuff since then as well, like Pirates of the Caribbean. So he'll be a big draw. I heard he's a good guy. He's a good character.
Nice.
We got Andre. Billy already told you about Andre. Billy's a huge Stranger Things fan, so we had to have him.
He put that back on me. You see that?
No, actually, he did a great promo. If you saw his promo shot's really good. You better come to see me at the Maryland show. Come to my table.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's a good dude. I like him.
A lot of people also think he's from Russia. He's actually from the Ukraine and served in the Ukraine army.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ukraine. We stand with Ukraine. Tatanka. He doesn't need any introduction.
Nope.
But yeah, he's been around, man. He's been all up and down the circuit, man. Every time I turn around, he's playing somewhere. I think he's at the Mohegan Sun, and he's all over the place.
I'm 10 minutes away from here. There.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody, he's a good guy, man. So Fred Smoot, everybody loves Fred Smoot. Every time somebody, like we're at a comic book shop, they'll see him on the poster, like, what, Fred Smoot's going to be there? Oh, hell yeah. Even, comic book fans, and it translates. It's awesome to see that they do like the NFL and the comic book, so everybody, like something for everybody.
And that's something that we try to do a little bit different, incorporating, sports figures inside of a Comic-Con, because you don't see that too often either. It does happen, but not a lot.
But that's not because they're a joke, right?
What?
A joke?
I wouldn't say that.
No. I'm just curious as to, because when I saw his name come up, a few months ago, I was like, a football player.
He's also local to the area too.
No, okay, well that helps.
Yeah, Washington Redskins. Yeah, it's in the DC area.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. I get it. It's it's like when we do a cannabis event and they're all talking about Marvel. I'm sure it's the same in the the sports world, the comic world. Everybody's the freaking same, and it's all connected. So yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously Tony Moran's going to be there, the face of Michael Myers. Needs no introduction.
Yeah, Halloween fans go crazy for Tony.
And then he was in Daredevil, Jeffrey Cantor. We're flying him, and he did a pretty good promo shot. He's pretty good.
And he was also in the Punisher. Yeah,
Punisher, Daredevil.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was.
Yeah, the geeks are gonna go crazy.
Yeah, Daredevil's coming back.
And then as a matter of
Punisher will too.
This is one of Jeff. Why don't you chime in? Why don't you tell us a little bit about Bill Diamond? What can we expect at the show?
No, what a pain.
Oh, he's a 3-time Emmy Award winner. Blah blah. Bill Diamond.
Bill is
he's
a
good
great
people.
guy. After working with Bill for a while,
he took a shot on you and Ben.
Well, he took a shot on us, and the thing that we learned about Bill is, if he can help you,
he likes
will.
giving charity. No.
You know what I mean? Well, no, but the thing
I'm
about
kidding,
Bill,
Jeff. I was
Yeah.
busting
the thing
nuts.
about Bill is that he will do anything he can for you, but you have to show the drive, the initiative, and follow through.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You can't
Yeah,
walk up to a guy
like
like
that.
Bill and say, "Hey, I got this idea for a movie." He'll look at you and say, "Okay, well, let me know when you got the script and let's go." Don't tell me your ideas. Show it to me. I don't want to hear ideas. I want to see you in action.
And if
And
there's
that-
any
that's-
fans listening, I believe Spielberg's the actual ET bike, Elliot's bike, and the ET prop will
Oh,
be.
cool.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that-
like the 40th anniversary this year,
it's the
30th.
40th anniversary.
40th.
Yeah, 40th. Yeah.
So I know he's bringing that, and he's also bringing Audrey too.
Yeah.
He's also has
Salacious Crumb.
Salacious Crumb. He's bringing.
Nice.
He's a walking, movie.
Probably
prop.
at least one of his Emmys will be there.
Not all of them,
He brings all three.
Oh, I'm sure.
Jeff and his reassurance. Don't worry, guys. We're going to be there. Huh?
Yeah, no, he brings all three. And the funny thing is, he is so personable that he's not one of those that you go up and
He really is.
try and get an autograph. He will engage in conversation with you.
I mean, he's bullshitted around with me, so he's got to have.
Well,
like,
that just shows that he likes anybody.
Yeah, exactly. Like anybody can go up to him, talk to him. Like,
And you can't say a name around Bill without him saying, "Oh yeah, I did this with that person," or "I did this with that person." We sit out, we go out after filming, and we go to the bar to have a cocktail, and he'll be like, "Oh, I did that commercial." You're like, "What?" You know what I mean? He's always throwing something out. I mean, you could talk to him for hours and hours and hours and hours, and you'll learn a lot, but you won't remember shit because it's too much information. So great dude, and he's going to be a lot of fun to have there.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully everybody comes out and sees him.
Oh yeah.
Tell him to sell me some tickets.
George
George Lowe, Space Ghost, man. Every time somebody sees him, he's like, "Oh my God, Space Ghost is going to be there." I'm like, "Yeah, he's going to be there." So everybody's excited about George Lowe. He's he's a character as well. That whole show was hilarious, man. Just I love that kind of humor. Space Ghost.
All hail Brack.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't touch me.
Yeah. It was just,
Don't touch me.
That's exactly what I asked, man.
He's another one. I can't wait to interview him. Like his interactions are like he drives the interview his own way. And I've watched him be interviewed by people, and they totally flop with him, and they just don't get what he's doing, and it's genius. It's beautiful. I love watching it.
Yeah, George is awesome.
Ah, yeah, Nancy.
Oh, everybody loves Nancy. She's the bathroom girl.
Yep. Looking forward to seeing her. I won't tell that story.
We'll keep that off air.
But I am looking forward to seeing Nancy. If you want to see our interview with her, you can just go to our website, and it's the season 3. You can look that up. If you want to see that, and then come out to Maryland, and you can meet her in person.
There you
Get
go.
some stuff signed.
Hey, Leo, can you pull up the Tidewater guest list while we're at it?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Yeah. Keep that train rolling.
It's an OnlyFans show. What?
I don't know what the hell what's over your shoulder there, Jeff? Is that some dragon porn? What is that?
It's Panthers.
Panthers.
I collect Black Panthers.
Oh, okay.
I am in a room full of them.
I thought that was like not the right thing to do anymore.
Okay, I can see it. I see the Panthers now. It looked like a dragon before.
Oh no! This room is full of them.
Oh wow!
Oh,
it is absolutely full of them.
This is a lovely room of death.
Well, a lot of people can't sit in this room because they get freaked out. There's too many eyes.
Too many eyes.
So.
That's awesome.
It is.
What's your connection to the Black Panther Party there?
It was a dream.
It just came to you in a dream.
He had a dream.
There
It
you
was
go.
a dream, and then the next morning I woke up and wrote a 4.5-page poem about the dream.
Like a manifesto.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you ever publish it? Or?
No,
Is that
not
just
that
process?
one. It's in process. I'm putting everything together.
Okay.
I've got a couple of hundred that are going to be going into a book.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. So that's what inspired the book.
Also surprising,
Yes.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Yes.
The random ass dream.
You know.
That's awesome.
Yep. I mean, I have everything Panther, from slippers to doorknobs to light switches to bobbleheads to even little miniature shoes.
No, that's awesome. Well, Stephen King got a lot of inspiration from dreams.
Right?
That's a real thing.
Jim Morrison too. The dead
Yep.
Indian
Yeah.
in the desert.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when you dream on acid.
Yes.
Is it really a dream?
Or is this reality?
Right?
Why are these walls melting?
Well, I will tell you off air because people think I'm absolutely insane. I have a Black Panther story to tell you, Jeff. I'll tell you off air.
It was back in the 60s, and
He fought this guy over this girl named Jenny. You'll love it.
it was insane.
Yeah, well, and I'm going to say on air that, and I'll probably get some flack for this, but as much as I'm into the Black Panthers and everything, it was the worst Marvel movie I ever watched.
Really?
Oh,
I was actually a big
wow.
fan of it.
Now,
Really?
hated it.
Wow. I thought Chadwick did good. Yeah.
I didn't say hated
Billy loves all of them, though. Billy loves them.
I'm a fanboy, so
Me
Yeah, he
too.
likes all of them.
yeah. I
Well,
like all
except
the-
for Ant-Man.
What?
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
no,
all
I
right.
love Ant-Man.
No
I love
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
He ruined the fucking one part of the movie where you're supposed to have feels, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, he's gonna fucking say something funny right here. And of course, he said something funny. I was like, motherfucker, just shut up.
I'll give another- I'll give
Let me
another-
cry, David.
Yeah.
In a mood
One
to
for
cry.
you.
You didn't like the part where he threw the kid in the wheelchair over the cliff?
I just, it was like joke after joke after joke. I was hoping for like a little. Although then again, I don't really know Ant-Man the character as a comic book, so I can't say like whether or not. I mean, I guess if you're a little guy and a big guy, it would make sense that most of your book's comedy, but it just didn't work for me. And then I didn't really watch the second one, so
Well, Infinity War,
Infinity War was good.
he kind of tried to tear you out with the daughter scene.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Paul Rudd,
Yeah.
I love Paul Rudd too. I was just like, God damn it, Paul Rudd! Like you're finally in Marveling, you make me angry.
So I'm going
turning
to
into the
give
Hulk.
another
Yeah,
another plug to Bill Diamond, because a lot of people, they know Bill as the Great American Puppeteer and Audrey and all this kind of stuff, but a lot of people don't realize that he's an artist as well. A lot of people don't know that. So he drew something for me when he stayed at my house.
Oh, wow.
That's
No, that's
cool.
awesome. Yeah.
As a thank you. So I want to let people know that.
How much
yeah,
are you
he
selling it
does-
for on eBay?
Huh?
How
Oh
much
no,
do
that's
you-
in my that's in my collection, man. I gotta wait. I gotta wait a few years before I can do that.
Gotta wait until
When I have
it
to
passes.
liquidate.
No, I mean,
But I wanted to throw that out there because a lot of people don't realize that he is an artist.
No, I wasn't aware of that.
Now, has he been published in anything? Like a comic artist, Disney artist, or Muppet artist or anything?
Well, he has a continuing story within our comics about the Ziffit zombies, and that's all drawn by Bill.
Oh, okay.
All right.
There you go. There's a Bill plug. That's it. That's awesome.
Yeah, he'll have all kinds of prints of all his artwork at the show.
No, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I like a setup. We watched because we watch cons and stuff. Whoever posts them, like fanboys go to cons and they'll do videos like Tampa J. So we try to keep up with what's going on out there. Guests and customer flow and whatnot. But yeah, those are.
Yeah, running 3 shows, it makes it hard to go to Tampa or, Florida and check out some other shows. We try to hit the local ones and within a, 200, 300, 400 mile radius.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Diamond's setup was awesome. The way he had it up, and he looked like a travel museum, like a Madame Trudeau.
I've been at a show with him where he had it must have been a 24 foot by 30 or 40 foot room.
Yeah, the only
filled
setup
it.
The only setup I've ever seen rival his was Neil Adams. Like Neil Adams and Bill Diamond have actually, you know what? Arthur Sudam tends to have a rather, I don't know if it's as big as Bill's and Neil's, but like he has a huge setup.
I thought the thing with Neil though, I thought it was like a running gag that he would like steal tables.
Oh yeah.
Take everybody's table.
So you're not using this space over here,
yeah, exactly. He just kind of friggin' 12 tables long. You're just like, dude.
Oh, cool. So Maryland is again. Let's hit that. That is
August 27th, 28th.
Yep, 27th, 28th. We will all be down there.
You guys are the panel hosts.
Yeah, we are hosting all of the panels.
Live.
They will be streamed. So even if you can't make it to the con, be sure to tune in when the panels are going. Just keep your eye out for the schedule, which will be out, I'm sure, at some point. Then you can just tune in.
That's going to be an awesome way to experience the con, too.
You know,
like,
yeah,
you
if
can
you can't
just
be
do it
there,
for
you can at least,
from comfort of your seat. And
Yes.
like it'd be cool, like, San Diego would do something like that, because like catching all the tidbits afterwards kind of sucks, and you're just
they shut that shit
rather
down
to see
too,
it.
though. Like San Diego, like you take video at some of the
yeah.
panels in San Diego, they shut it down.
Oh yeah. So this is like a really kind of great experience to go through, like to be able to have like, I can't make it to con, but at least I know what's going on at con.
Right. Now, it was very successful last year.
Yeah, we were getting questions from Europe and I think Russia at one time for Lisa Lauren and
hell yeah.
All over the world. So that was kind of cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And people really appreciate that, and it's good exposure for the the guest that's on the panel. It's great exposure for the con, and it's a way to like you said, reach out to people that just can't be there. Why should they not have the opportunity to at least be involved in some way?
Especially if you live in like Texas or somewhere that you can't, but you want to see
Alaska.
Right.
Absolutely.
Like I run a comic book group that has like 25,000 people in it, and we have people from like everywhere, Scotland, friggin' Australia, like England, everywhere. So like to be able to catch in, they're not able to pick up a plane ticket over to here to catch a con. So it's kind of cool.
And a shameless plug. You guys can sponsor panels. That's out there. You got anybody that's listening, they can sponsor a panel. All they got to do is put us in contact with us, and we'll get you in contact with Ben and Jeff, Leo, and those guys. And you can actually have a commercial running previous and after the panel. So that's available to people, anybody listening. So
it's a good way for a business, large, small, local, to get involved. Because I think that like a lot of the larger cons, they rely on con sponsors.
Oh yeah, Rhode Island is just it's one big advertisement for what's that furniture place?
That furniture, Cardi's,
Cardi's. And I think that's great.
We're gonna call Haynes.
They even have
mark that down on our calendar now.
Cosplayers of it.
Right. Biggest furniture sale of the weekend.
But the getting even small local businesses involved, it helps the businesses, it helps the con, it helps move things forward, and it's a way for them to be involved with really short dollars. What I mean? You can't get advertising like that for for what what the con is asking. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And most of that for everybody out there is just to help offset the cost of live streaming these things all around the world. So, there's.
Yeah, you're not going to
get rid of it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yes. Yeah.
And
it helps build the
community
community too.
Involved. Right.
Yeah, it helps build a community. Get involved with what's going on. Show some interest.
Oh, totally.
Right. So all your local smoke shops out there and small businesses and your pizza joints, you know what I mean? You guys got to start getting involved with some of these things. So,
And we also have the information on their website. So if they go to the websites, they can see the sponsor page and they can click on everything. And there's different levels, different formats. You can sponsor a celebrity. You can sponsor just a panel and a celebrity. And it's definitely in somebody's budget. It's not astronomical. I think the average panel is $200. Like,
and also more importantly, this year's
for-
the tech is going to be run much better this year since I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
No lags, no issues.
I like how that works.
Yes.
What are you saying?
Leo's a master.
I'll get it set up right.
That monkey
You know?
pushes the button better than any other monkey I know. I don't care who you are.
We're going to try to do a multi-camera setup. It's going to be rocking.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Leo's going to take this to the next level.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna make
Call
a now.
him Dr. Zaius. And nobody's watches Planet of the Apes, huh? All right.
Wow.
Oh yeah. So
All right, so,
Tidewater.
Yes.
So
Lot of
moving on
rabbits.
here, moving on to Tidewater. So obviously Ken Foray, been in a lot of movies. Most notably, the Dawn of the Dead. I think that was 1978. And then there they go. You have it listed right there. Halloween.
Yeah.
The Devil's Rejects was my favorite. When him and Kevin
Yeah.
back and forth, that's probably one of my best scenes in any of the Rob Zombie movies.
Probably
So,
the best Rob Zombie movie.
Yes.
I love that
Yes.
Yeah.
movie. And then new Candyman, Michael Hargrove. He's traveling with us. He'll be in Maryland and then Tidewater. If you miss him in Maryland, you can catch him in Tidewater. And then we got C.J. Grant. My favorite growing up was Jason 6. I mean, it's always been Jason 6. The opening scene with him coming back to life and, stabbing him in there with the fence post. Yeah, the whole movie, man, brings back childhood memories. So I love that one.
Childhood
CJ.
memories.
And actually, CJ will be in costume on that Saturday. Times and
Oh, nice.
all that will get. He'll actually have, I believe it's the screen used costume that he takes with him.
Oh, wow, dude. That's
So I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure I know he's in costume. He's only on that Saturday. So for anybody listening, just keep in mind of that.
Get the photo, get it printed
yeah.
out, get in costume, and then go have him sign it. You can get the total package. So, yeah, C.J. Graham, he's a good dude, man. He seems like a real nice guy.
It's crazy when these maniac killers are, like, just not what you expect them to be. Like, you walk up and they're just like, oh, hey, how's it going, blah?
Hey, thanks, Bob. How are you?
Yeah, it's like, whoa.
whoa.
All right.
Yeah, I think Leo touched on it. Not to get off topic, but the horror community is misunderstood a lot.
Oh, very much so.
It's usually the most giving out of all the conventions or cons. Nothing against any other cons, but they're very welcoming. I've never seen an issue at a horror convention.
No.
Comic Cons, I have seen issues because sometimes the celebrity is too big for the venues.
I've also see a lot of the people going sometimes thinking that they're allowed to do whatever they want.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Handsy and just,
Cosplay does not mean consent.
yeah, like
Right, yeah,
I think we had a poster of that
I
last
think
year.
we post that at all our events that we try to
Yep,
have
you
the same
have to.
document for everybody.
Yeah, I hope that nobody would stoop to that level.
I would think at a horror convention it's a lot less because it's kind of scary when fucking Jason Voorhees looks over at you and he's like, "The fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
If you walk up and grab Jason Voorhees' ass, yeah. That's
well, that might be okay.
Probably lose your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the nicest people, especially like haunt actors. Haunt actors, man, out of character, out of costume, man, they're great. Really good-hearted people.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of haunt actors coming. We actually have our cosplay contest is hosted by Frightmare.
Nice.
And they're coming out. They're the fourth best haunted house venue in the United States.
Those I don't do anymore.
Number one in Virginia. They put on a great show. Their opening week is actually the weekend right after us. So we're September 9, 10, 11. They come in and they judge the cosplay contest, and then the next week we're all over there for their opening week. So September 17th at Frightmare, opening weekend. Get your tickets. I'm pretty sure it's open like every night until Halloween, but that opening night is going to be awesome.
Jeff,
they actually moved their dates so they can be at the show.
Yeah,
nice.
Just
so you know, Jeff, I don't do those kind of things. I'll go to horror conventions, but you put me in a haunted house and F that, man.
Oh,
hey,
no.
What a pussy.
Yeah, yes. I am a big raging vagina. No way, dude. I hate.
And the thing is, people like that, people that are scared of haunted houses, they're like, I don't want to go to anything like a horror convention.
No, the horror convention is bad. Yeah, the horror convention.
We're trying to tell them. Tell them, John. Yeah, tell them.
Oh, yeah, horror convention's way different. It's like going to con, man. You're meeting the people, meeting and taking pictures, and there's like costumes and stuff, but like, it's not like somebody hiding in the dark waiting to grab onto you, or like an electric fence that you grab onto and get zapped by. Like, oh my God, I've been to some fucking horrible. God, I've been tormented, man. Like, I've been doing the podcasting thing for a while, and they forced me to go.
Mental note made, Jaja.
They made me go to this one up in New Hampshire where like it's pitch black and the sides are all like. They made me. They like forced me. I'm holding on to the back of a 12-year-old girl, mind you, and I'm like being squeezed through this pitch black place, and then I lost the girl, and I go to grab onto something, and the wall was electric. Like I got zapped. Like no, not fun. Like, not cool at all. I mean, it was like probably a 9-volt battery worth of electricity.
Yeah.
But still, I was like, what the fuck?
You weren't expecting it.
Yeah. Some people love that. They actually charge extra.
I know.
They charge extra for that.
I can't even believe those people. I'm like, you guys are a special breed.
Frightmare actually has an upcharge. Mark and his people over there at Frightmare, Chesapeake.
Full contact.
Full contact. So if you wear this little bracelet or a glow stick around your neck, and they see that glow stick, they literally pick you up, they wrap you in duct tape and throw you in this casket and start banging on the bench.
It's numbers different thing.
Man.
It's not just a casket.
Yeah, no.
Everything. They just come up with the most random stuff, and they're the haunt actors themselves are really good people, and they go all out for the show.
That's the thing I've noticed too. Even after going through these haunted houses, you meet up with the actors and stuff from them, and they're like the nicest people. They're like so sweet. They're just like, oh hey, like big teddy bears, and you're just like, dude, you just scared the fucking piss out of me back there. Like, no, we are not friends.
Why do I come over to people who pee their pants?
Yeah, well, Ben, it's me. I pee my pants a lot.
Oh, I was just curious. I mean, I jump in and you guys are peeing your fucking pants here. What did I miss?
You pay for the golden shower. Come on.
Not at these events.
All right, back to the show.
Running through Tidewater.
Running through all the Tidewater guests. Well, thanks for showing up there, Ben. Yeah. We appreciate you putting this thing together and then not showing up.
Well, the important people were here.
There we go. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, Leo, Jeff, and Jeremy.
Well, no, I showed up late too. I was baking.
So we're at Tom Matthews.
So if you go back one, we were just at CJ Graham. So CJ Graham is going to be there. And then in that movie with part 6, Tommy Jarvis was played by Tom Matthews. So that'll be a little connection there. You can get a photo op with them. And then as another little connection, we put Tom Matthews with Beverly Randolph, which were Return of the Living Dead. So, you got the Tar Man and the Brains, and, that was a good movie. I love that movie. So a lot of people that a lot of people are fanatical about that. So
It definitely has a cult following.
definitely a cult following, almost like Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
So both of them. If anybody has any Beverly Randolph stories, that would be awesome. Nope. All right, moving on. Tony Moran.
Sorry, I've never met her.
Tony Moran, obviously the face of Michael Myers, will be there. And then Halloween, the original Halloween, PJ Souls is going to be there.
Met her a few times.
So we got a little connection with them. So PJ is really cool. She's actually her grandkids or family are local to here, so she's been really active with helping us promote.
And actually, if you have an active duty Coast Guard, she will sign your autograph for free.
Sweet. Look at that.
Yeah, because our son's in the Coast Guard here, stationed here.
Oh, nice.
Come on out, Coast Guard. Free autograph. Walk in the door with a free autograph. Where can you get that?
I'm right across from the Coast Guard Academy.
Okay.
You don't count, Leo.
Yeah, you're in the wrong state.
Yeah, even though you're right, you have to join the Coast Guard.
Okay.
You can't just be
Well,
like,
you can go over there and tell them to come to Tidewater for this free autograph.
there you go. You're like, hey.
There's a little bit of incentive there.
Or if you're looking to get the free autograph, Leo, maybe get recruited, do the 6 weeks. It's 6
There we
weeks,
go.
right? Yeah, and then, you're all set.
Yeah, the only thing is I'm afraid of the water for sharks. So
Well,
Oh boy.
you have a life preserver.
oh, you
That's
fell
not
in the
gonna
water.
save
I can't save you. I can't save you. There could be sharks in
Giant
there.
tea bag.
Right.
I
Floating
think there's a
food.
whistle on it, too.
There's a
Those
whistle.
just call the
You
sharks.
whistle, you whistle to them and like, sharks, stay away from that area.
Oh, come on. They'll just bite Leo and be like, what? No cream filling?
So you got the next one is Andre. Stranger Things. So he's another one coming to both of them. And the list just keeps on going. Tom Glenn played Chris Kringle in The Creep Show 2019. So he's got, I don't know if he's bringing the Santa suit or not, but he will have plenty of stuff to sign from that. So real excited to meet Tom Glenn.
He's also in a bunch of new movies that we can't announce yet, so you'll definitely want to meet him.
You better get your autographs now before they get expensive later.
Oh.
Correct. Yeah, we can't.
And-
Wink,
And-
wink, nod, nod,
Yes.
nudge.
Don't forget, he'll be on Still Toking with
Shameless plugs.
Yeah,
August 24th.
That's
Always
right.
welcome. Oh, so just a couple of days before, or hold on, no,
There you
sorry,
go.
this is September, so just
This
a
is
week
for the
or so
September
before.
show. Yeah, he's coming
Yeah.
on right before Maryland
weeks.
to promote being
Tidewater.
at Tidewater.
Yes.
There you go.
And Michael Hargrove is scheduled to be on too.
Yeah, Michael Hart. Yeah, I missed all the Maryland stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael
Hargrove's
scheduled
on
to be
in 2 weeks,
Michael Hargrove's at both.
3 weeks, 3 weeks. The 10th, August 10th. For you people watching and listening and sleeping on the clock. So, I mean, I jumped on and I heard Brian doing a lot of talking, man. Did Billy talk at all tonight, or did Brian just cut him off every 3 seconds?
Actually,
Billy
no,
talked
no.
the whole night.
Yeah, they're doing well.
Brian just started talking because I couldn't
Jeff
stop
kind of
talking.
fell asleep a little while ago, but everybody else is going good.
Well, I had, it was me and Leo, and then
That's
you popped
true.
in,
He
and
was
then
carrying
Ben
us all
popped
for the
in,
first
so,
half hour.
You gotta do what you gotta
Let's
do.
get the family back together. That's what it is.
depending upon
Right?
where you came into the conversation is depending on who dominated the conversation. Because at first it was all definitely Billy. But yeah, I have been talking about it because Billy was like, "Hey, it's your turn. Go ahead and tell him about the."
I felt I talked too much, so
Nah, I'm.
I don't know. I'm got the same opinion. I feel he talked too much.
I didn't talk enough.
so we're at AJ Stone.
Oh yeah.
Leatherface. So if you're following all the Texas Chainsaws, he played in the 3D Texas Chainsaw 3D as Leatherface.
It'd be cool to get him and the Michael and the Jason, all three of them all together for a picture. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
And then Nancy's coming to both. She'll be at Maryland. And she'll be at Tidewater.
I hear Jeff has some stories about Nancy.
She's passing out freebies.
Whoa!
I didn't even say that.
I said freebies.
I didn't even go that far.
Got to go back and watch the episode.
Well, how far did you get?
That's what I said. Go back and watch the episode.
Go watch the episode.
Nancy.
If you want to know what was it on Dianetics? If you want to know, read the book.
It's an inside joke. Joke.
It's an inside choke. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
Was there any questions that anybody came in through, Leo, or nothing?
No questions, just comments.
Okay.
Well, that's good. That means that people are all ready to go.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of comments.
Well, also I can't see all the comments on the restreams, so I can only see the StreamYard.
Gotcha. So if you're watching through Restream, like we've said a million times, we appreciate you being there, but go to one of the main platforms.
Well, go to like YouTube and it will pop through, or
Facebook, or
Facebook can be funny, yeah.
Facebook
and if anybody's
comes up as
listening,
Facebook user.
If anybody's listening, also keep in mind that for all our shows, our weekend passes are only available online.
That's right.
They're only digital. So make sure that, if you want a weekend pass, but
below.
Oh, yeah.
You guys look like you're directing airplanes.
I was stealing Leo's
We're voguing.
Hey, speaking of voguing, no.
So, did you notice, Ben? See, I'm wearing it.
Yeah, I know. He's already got the shirt.
I saw you wearing it. I was like, that prick.
Right?
We're not going to wear them until we're in Maryland. Here, but
this is a Maryland. This is a show all about it. So hey,
Right. Yeah, I actually.
What's in store?
That's right. I actually sent the picture to Jeremy. I'm like, look, you're famous. You made it on a shirt.
Well, yeah, but then on the back of the shirt it just says cruise. So.
Oh wow. We're just crew.
So you'll be stopped in the middle of the con for questions and stuff.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. It says that. Oh wow. I'm gonna be like, here, take this brownie and just walk. You'll find it. I don't know what you're looking for, but you'll find it.
Hey.
Follow your spirit animal.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I'm really looking forward to doing these shows.
These are going to be great.
These cool people, and doing the interviews, and it's going to be a tag team thing. So I'm sure there'll be a little bit of inner battles of no, I want to interview that person. No, you're interviewing that one.
No, because.
I think the interactions with us all are going to be kind of interesting.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
aren't you guys all interviewing at the same time?
Oh
no,
most of us. It'll be
two
somebody behind the camera, somebody will be working the board, two people will be interviewing.
Okay,
it's very similar to how we ran Tidewater Media last year for you guys.
Yeah.
The only difference, the difference this year is that we actually have a legit road crew put together with the mastermind.
Yeah, it's all.
Being there in person this year instead of in Connecticut. And yeah, it's really going to be
and with four people
a new experience.
It's kind of like an overload to the person being interviewed because you got questions come from here, and here, plus whatever's coming over the internet.
Yeah, and Jeff and I are super thrilled about this road crew because, as we've mentioned before, we were interviewed our very first year out. We were interviewed by two different media outlets. Jeremy worked with the very first media outlet that ever interviewed us, ever. Leo was sitting next to them and grabbed us the next day. So we're super psyched to have both of them as part of the road crew because, you can't ask for better people.
Yeah, you guys got so lucky. I had a falling out.
I always ask for better people, but it's just we got the best.
Right. We got the better end of that deal.
Well, definitely on that one, but
you know, and look at everything that's transpired since then, you know. Yeah,
Look how far all of us come.
Right, and look how
Right.
far we're gonna go.
Yeah, we're not even close to being done.
Nope.
So
And-
I did want to bring up, before because we're running over, but I did want to bring up. So we talked about Maryland. We went through the Maryland guest list. We talked about Tidewater. You have a third one that you're adding in 2023, correct?
Boom.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that.
All right, so Columbus, Georgia, it's probably about 3 hours from the Florida Panhandle. It's right on the border of Alabama. It's got its own little airport there. So flying in guests, doing that. We got
It's an hour and a half from Atlanta.
90 minutes from Atlanta.
It's the second largest city in the state. So
everybody's excited because it's not Dragon Con. Dragon Con has become,
Dude, that isn't. It's
epic
like San
sea
Diego.
of people, and it's too crazy. It's not even a con at that point. You know, it's an adventure. But
Yeah,
you
It's
know,
more like a Renaissance fair.
it is, and it gets too almost like
too
regimented.
commercial
I don't know.
sometimes. Not saying that their con is too commercial.
Well,
we
no,
have issues with them. That's their thing.
No,
Yeah,
but
we
like
love you.
the
We love
San
everybody.
The
Yeah.
San Diego's, the Dragon Cons, the New York Comic Cons,
It's all
have
commercial.
become, yeah, it's so big, and it's not about like the
It's-
horror con is about horror, and then you got the other one, horror and comics and stuff, and these have become more just like what's in the movies today, and like that's straight up just all you see everywhere. It's no longer
It's
about
made
the
for
little-
announcements.
Yeah,
Video games and movies.
yeah.
Well,
So
that
and
and
that's
it-
not the lane we want to be in at all. Like
No.
we appreciate that they have,
Oh yeah.
you know,
There's
if it
a
wasn't
place
San
for
Diego
those
Comic
things.
Con, there wouldn't be none of us really.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a different animal. It's all commercially owned now. It's not privately owned, and it's a little bit different when it's a family business.
Yep.
And then you bring other people into the family. It's more personable. You know, you're going to get more direct contact with us than you would at some of these other shows.
Yeah, something goes wrong at
base.
DragonCon. You're like 1 in a million people that something went wrong with.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
6 hotels. Like,
yeah.
how do you? I mean,
Yeah.
you got to have a complete workforce just to handle that. It's
Yeah.
just it's insane. I mean, kudos to them for being able to
Oh,
handle
yeah.
that. But at the same time, I don't think the average con goer nowadays or new con goer wants to be in those environments.
especially a horror.
You know, it kind of loses that. You get a disconnect because we attend the big shows and the little shows.
Oh yeah,
And we actually have more fun at the little shows because we get time to talk to vendors.
that's what I was about
You
to
know,
say. You're not
it's
just
more
pushed through
intimate.
the line and like,
Yes,
oh hey, we got to go,
absolutely.
we got to keep them going, got to keep them going. And you understand when you're at those big shows, but it'd be nice to be like, I just spent like, say when Stan Lee was around, people would spend like $500 and it wouldn't even get to say, hey man, you're a great person. It'd just be like, click, go, click, go. You know, it's nicer at the smaller shows because you have that moment to be like, my God, I
it's
saw you
intimate.
in this, and
Yeah,
like
it's the
it-
intimacy.
It meant a
Yeah.
lot to me.
Yes, absolutely, and that's exactly what we want to stay in. And as far as the Columbus show, it is a little bit unique compared to our other 2 shows are based in hotels, so you're only working with a certain amount of square footage.
Mhm.
That I believe is 32,000 square feet, so it's a very large building. It's steampunk because they actually used to make.
It's an old ironworks building.
It's an old ironworks building. So if you guys get to go and click on the links and so forth, of the building itself, it's beautiful. The whole city is that way.
Yes.
Actually, we took a tour of Georgia, would visit Georgia, visit Columbus, and they took us through the whole city. Actually, that's where Coke was invented.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Not Columbia.
Yes. But at the time, he was putting that in that. That's
Yes,
where it came
that is
from.
truth.
Actually,
We did a report on that.
that's probably it's probably 3 blocks from the convention center where that is. That
Yeah.
original
You
house.
got the same little house.
Same little house and so forth
They
before
say
the
he died broke or something.
yeah.
Of course they do.
Well,
Same,
it's because he
same
was
with
using
the
his
dude
own
from
product.
McDonald's.
He
Well,
was.
he
He
sold it.
was.
He sold it off to some bigger company, and then they never paid him his royalties or something. And then he, fizzled out.
When he passed away, he was supposed to pass the money over to his wife and daughter, I believe, and they never paid him.
Oh, no
They just
benefits went
kept it.
out at all. Yeah.
Yeah, and at those times, contracts weren't really a big deal. So, but yeah, it's a beautiful town. It's really beautiful.
College town.
It's
Little
a college.
downtown.
It's a college town, and it is.
Oh, that should definitely bring in some
There's no trash.
attendees.
We travel the country. I've been everywhere. Left coast, right coast. I mean, I've been everywhere. This town had no trash. We couldn't find cigarette butts. We couldn't find. They literally have a group that just walks around and cleans up every day. 7 days.
We were the trash.
We were the trash. But no, we
Somebody's
actually,
gonna be picking us up, guys, when we go. It's gonna be
That's
weird.
okay. Then we won't have to walk as much.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it's in walking distance of
The little
a
town
lot of
center,
bars, a
yeah.
lot of it's definitely
It's got a small town
restaurants,
feel to it.
small town feel to it. Yes, and like I said, I think we had a lot of impact from Atlanta already. I would say 70% of the people that are already looking at Georgia or asking questions are coming from Atlanta.
Nice.
Just because they want to get out of the commercial stuff.
Yeah,
they don't want to be other factors. I'll just leave it at that. With
it's
the
also
city,
nice, like-
Atlanta, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of
A small con just happened in my area, and we don't have any cons in my area, like Western Mass. And a small con just went on the other day, and
Was that the one in Springfield?
yeah.
Ryan went to that. He sent pictures that had really decent turnout.
Yeah, exactly.
actually, fun
people
fact.
are wanting that. Like,
Yeah,
people are looking for that kind of. Yeah, they had to shut down fucking people from coming in on Saturday. Anybody
Was that Springfield, Mass?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
It's actually owned by the guy that lives here.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
Look at that.
that's Mike. That's Mike Federale.
Incredible cons.
Incredible Cons. That's him.
That shouldn't have been a small con.
Because he has one in Georgia too. He's
It's
in
just the
Savannah.
first year, so
Yeah, I think he finally put
he-
it on. Yeah.
Yeah, he usually doesn't He doesn't throw small cons, but he kind of does. He throws little toy expos.
Yeah. It was
His big
usually
show
a lot
is
of
the
toy, but
Tidewater.
it was billed as like a Comic-Con.
Yeah, his Tidewater Comic Con is a big show.
Yes, the
That's
city
big.
pays them to do it.
Yeah.
Like they
Oh,
give
no
him
shit.
a
Yeah.
portion of the convention center. Yeah, they bring in so many people and so many
For tourism
hotel
and
room-
so
yeah,
forth.
We're
Yeah.
big tourism here. They'll do anything for tourism.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, that's his show. He does a good job on his shows usually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not usually. I mean, he does a
the
good show.
turnout was great for this, and as I said, they had a little problem because the heat up here was insane
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah,
So-
they had to shut the line down and turn
Yeah.
people away.
Yeah,
Oh wow. Yeah.
yeah,
They actually had what were they calling them? Cold rooms.
yeah. We're New Englanders. Anything past 90, we're like, oh.
Well, it's
We're
been
the
hot.
same way.
Yeah,
Don't
we're
get
just-
us wrong. Yeah, anything over 87 is. I'm not going outside.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
It's hard being a farmer in these parts.
Keep your balls shaved; they'll sweat easier.
Oh, let me tell you,
Oh,
it's like I shaved the whole. No, never mind. We ain't talking about that. Back to Tidewater.
But yeah, so Georgia's going to be a really, really big space, and that's going to be all inside, and it's going to be the turnout should be amazing. That should be half. That's what that'll be half Comic-Con and half HorrorCon, and we'll be able to actually separate it. You guys will have your own panel space. We'll have our own stage. We'll have, every kind of vendor you can think of there. Our vendors will be like coming from Florida at that point, and then it opens up the whole market to the whole Southeast. So we're going to be drawing some good vendors. Good vendors.
Yeah, because we get a lot of vendors that respond to us that Tidewater's just too far.
Too far. It is too far. I can't. Maybe
We're
next
too
year.
far. We're too far north for the South vendors.
Yeah.
And
I
the
heard
largest
that
cons are
every
going to be in Orlando, and I think Orlando Conference Center or whatever it is the largest convention center in the United States. So you got to compete with those guys, and you got to get those guys up there. So a lot of those guys are now looking at our Georgia show, which we can hopefully introduce them to Tidewater, then Maryland, as we said. So
biggest question on my mind, since
Yeah.
it's THC, how's the cannabis scene going down in these parts?
it is 100% legal to grow 2 plants, four plants, 2 mature, 2 behind. And it is up to an ounce free. I mean, an ounce, there's no charge. Well, they say it's written to a pound, but there's no sales, there's no gifting.
Oh, no gifting?
There's no gifting, there's no sales.
Oh.
Private entities, whatever you do is what you do. But the city ordinance and the state doesn't really push too hard. They're more concerned about people trying to pop up with the what do you call it? Vape shops trying to sell weed and fake weed. That's an issue because
CBD,
actually
they got a lot of CBD flowers.
there's a lot of CBD out here that's they're claiming it's this and it's not that. They just tested. Virginia's trying to get regulations on a lot of the resale stuff.
Yeah.
Like you buy the nerd ropes from whatever company and they're saying it's 500 milligrams and they tested and it was 35.
That's fucking ridiculous.
So that's where they're trying to get the legality of it. And it doesn't help our governor's son just got sold some bad shit from one of these vape shops.
Oh, goody.
So now they're reiterating the law, like, don't do that. Because we actually wanted to look into the, legal marijuana and so forth and do it the right way because the state was only taking 10 subscriptions. But we're they're going to pull those people. You had to show $1 million on the books.
Damn.
And they even be considered. And I think that it's $10,000 just to get into that, to apply for the fee.
Yeah.
It's refundable and so forth. But I think the ABC controls our alcohol here, and they already have word that they're probably going to be distributing marijuana. So you're going to have to buy it from a state control. You're not going to buy it from an individual.
Okay.
So, but nowadays, I would tell you that everybody is growing.
Oh, you guys have great. You
It's
guys
BYOB.
have great weather.
Yes.
You guys have amazing weather.
Yeah, them growth tents and so forth. There's just blooming around here. You're seeing them pop up everywhere.
All right, so BYOB. It's another reason why we won't fly. We drive.
No, yeah.
That's right.
Me and Leo have
You
to talk
can
that over.
fly. You can actually fly if it's a straight flight. You can fly into Virginia and they won't search you.
Oh.
Yeah, there's
what if
within legal reasons they won't touch you.
But then again, we
I
know
have to
people.
leave
We
at
know
some
people
point.
that know people. We'll just ship it ahead of time, man. We'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Again, they just Maryland is also recreational legal now.
Is it?
Yeah, they just passed. It was on the books when we read it 4 months ago. So I think that just passed or is going to pass by the time the show is. It's recreational, like for smoking, but no transitions. You can't sell it, can't gift it, can't do that. But DC's wide open. You can't purchase. You can go to dispensaries. Like you can, whatever you want to do. DC's kind of wide open. And it's an open state. It's not a state.
I'm waiting for the day to go to cons and there will be a little fucking shop set up and selling eighths, and I'll be like, oh, cool. I'll just pick this up for the walk around.
You never know. You might see that at one or show.
It'll be
great.
a little dispenser. You got to go in and put a 50 in. And
Yeah, just boop.
Yeah. And that's the bad thing. I mean, you brought it up about the marijuana. And Leo, I'm sorry we're running way over, brother.
Oh, no worries.
But long story short, that industry is completely screwed up.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. It's
It's
screwed up.
ridiculous.
Because the stores are trying to sell you, $100 an eighth, for something that somebody's growing for free now that your boy's trying to give you. I hear you can have some. So that whole industry, as far as that, actually, me and him talked about it, and we talked with some investors. We would like to get in the grow side.
Yeah.
The supply to state, because you have to grow it inside your state.
Mm-hmm.
By law, so you have to get it from a distributor in that state. So, and we got plenty of farmland, so there's plenty of areas out here with open land that we would like to look into. But again, it's just so much red tape right now. They don't know what they're doing. They pushed a lot of stuff back. I think it's 2025 now before they're even looking at open dispensaries.
Oh.
So, Yeah. They're like, grow your shit, smoke your shit. Just don't be out in public. You know, they don't care. I mean, where you're going to see it really bad at, like the ocean front. Like, they don't want you walking down the street smoking weed or a joint, you know.
That's what's gotten crazy with today's generation, man. They're not afraid of cops anymore, man. I'm still petrified. It's completely illegal in my state. I have a medical card and stuff. Still, I see a cop and I'm like, I don't got nothing on me, right? Shit.
Well, I will tell you, Norfolk Police, I will speak for Norfolk Police. They stopped taking marijuana calls 2 years ago. Before it even was legal. Like, we don't want to answer that. We got homicides and other shit to worry about. We don't got time to worry about somebody smoking some weed. Now, if the guy distributing 10 pounds, then yeah, we're going to look at it.
Yeah, obviously.
You know what I mean? Like, that's something different, you know?
That
but if
actually
a guy's smoking weed in his backyard, I don't give a shit. Don't even call me. You know?
Next door to me got busted for 11,000 plants. Like, I was kind of... Dude, I was sitting out on my back porch smoking a bong, and all of a sudden DEA came strolling up my freaking driveway. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Because, like, I keep it legal. I keep to, it's 6 per adult plants here.
Yeah,
so
it's 4.
I have 11 out there, so I keep it 1 under, and actually 2 might be getting pulled because I think I might have 2 males out there. But, like, these people had 11,000 fucking plants. Like, they took all the clones. It was the middle of winter when they busted them and, like, threw them all out onto the field and stuff. It was crazy. Insane.
Yeah, and it's still messed up because their federal law hasn't caught up yet.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can't legally deposit that money.
No,
you
not
can't
at all.
With it. So, I mean, a lot of people like Colorado, I don't know how the fuck they're doing it. You know, it's crazy.
Me either. Like,
because they have to basically buy a bank to store their money just because they can't distribute it. And you're not really supposed to use that money for selling because of tax purposes. Because it hasn't been taxed yet. So it's a lot of red tape. But, yeah, that's where the THC came from because they started lightening up laws and so forth. And we were looking to expand our business other places.
You've trademarked it, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
THC is. But it's under the Tidewater Horror. So
yeah, I don't think you can actually trademark THC.
THC, it's common. It's too much of a common.
You can't trademark that. No,
not THC itself, but the Tidewater Horror.
Yeah, all our stuff is trademarked. Yep. So we're good on all that and the copyrighted stuff.
Stoners just love being like, yeah, man, it's THC. See, yeah.
We get that question actually for our Tidewater show almost every day we do an event. Every day. Like, it's going to be that. Like, you never know. Just show up. I don't know what people bring. Yeah. Yeah, because even our police officers, and again, I'm not saying they look the other way, but they're not concerned about that. They just want you not smoking around kids. Like, go in the back corner. Be discreet. That's all the city. That's the one thing I do love about our city, and it's discreetness. Like, don't fuck with nobody. They don't mess with you. But if you mess with people, now we're going to do our job. You know what I mean? If you're blatant about stuff, they don't tolerate that, you know, because they deal with so much, and they're down officers, you know, and like a lot of police everywhere, they're down, you know. I think Maryland just told us they were down 175 officers just in their one area. Yeah. We're 250 down the last time I talked to my guy.
It's okay. They're both safe areas. They go out and buy your ticket now. All right, moving on.
No, don't get me wrong. They definitely want to protect the interests of the community. Like, anytime there's an event downtown, there's a heavy police presence, you know. And like for our police officers, we handpick. You know what I mean? All our guys, like Ben and Jeff, met them last year, covered in tattoos. Like, no, they're the coolest guys ever, man. Like,
I think we sold more zombie finger chillums to the cops than we did to the public.
Yeah.
They were like, no, man, this collectible. Look at this thing. This thing's cool. I got to have one.
Yeah, they're cool, man. Like I said,
they were
partners
good
with
people.
a lot of our police officers. You know?
Yeah, no,
we work with the community.
Everyone that we met was really good. They were really good people.
Now, vendors, how you guys hooked up on vendors? You got anything for Transformers? Leo's teething at the teeth to get new Transformers and some Atari video games.
I thought he was looking for Baby Yodas.
Oh, no.
No, I've been shut off of those.
Yeah, no more
so you moved on to something new?
Yeah, Atari.
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, I've been shut off of that, too.
If you want a Nintendo Entertainment System, I got a buddy that just refurbished a few.
There should be with the vendors in Maryland. Man, we'll have a couple toy vendors. You should be able to find something with the Transformers, and if not there, definitely in Georgia. But as far as Transformers and little niche stuff like that, that's what we're kind of doing in Georgia. We've already signed on. Tell them about Brawley from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, nice.
Vic
Mignogna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mignogna.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Ben to pronounce that way for us.
I never say those names. I'm like, yeah.
That's why I said Vic. I left it at Vic. I know you guys are filling.
We're still working on a bunch of people, so if anybody goes back and listens to this, or still happen to be tuned in, we're still working on the celebrities. It's hard to book. Going back to Jeff's point, it's hard to book a year and a half out, out. You know,
especially in this day and age, like people are like everything's very strange in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, and to be fair, you know, Vic could, I'm not saying he would. He's already booked 2 shows, our Maryland show for the following year, but he could get the next part in something. He has to do that, you know. Like Felissa Rose and Dave, they couldn't attend this year because they have another event to be in a music video.
That's awesome.
You know, so no, kudos to them. Like we support that, you know. And then sometimes a guest, I'll get this once a week. Hey, are you going to replace them? Like, dude, it's 45 minutes out. Like, man, it's hard to get somebody in, and especially who you think we're going to get in. Like, we just signed Darth Vader, man. That's a big sign.
Spencer Wilding is huge.
Right.
Yeah,
he's got to come in from the UK.
Yeah, he's actually in the States.
That's
why we were able to line that up. And again, that's having good
Just
agents.
had his 50th too.
Yeah, he just had his 50th 2 days ago.
Oh,
no, yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday was his 50th. Yeah. But definitely, Spencer Wilding, I mean,
he's a good dude.
Not just Darth Vader, but
dude,
Guardian of the Galaxy. He was a fucking werewolf.
Yeah, he was in Harry Potter.
Yeah,
and once
what was
again,
it, part 2, the Deathly Hallows Part 2. He was one of the guards.
Statues.
Oh yeah,
the guard.
Yeah.
And once again, like you would think the guy, because he is huge and
he was in
Beowulf. He's a fighter. He's like huge. You think he'd be the scary, but like the nicest guy, like the nicest.
Absolutely, yeah.
Good people.
Just don't ask his girlfriend if he's got big feet.
Yeah.
What did that come up?
No, that doesn't. No, that never came up. No.
We try to offset, you know, because that's a crossover. Because a lot of horror fans love Darth Vader, you know.
Oh yeah, dude. He's one of the #1 villains in all of cinema.
Absolutely. So that's why we thought that would be a good sign, and also Guardians of the Galaxy and everything else he's touched on. Like, he is the perfect guest for something that we're trying to do.
Oh yeah, dude.
He's a crossover between all of them. You know, you can get your geek on, you get your horror on, whatever you want. That's your guy. Yeah. You know, and going back to what Jeff asked, and again, I'll sum it up. I'm talking too much, but it's just having good relationships with agents. Like his agent, he's actually partners with the agent. Oh, so nice. He owns a part of that. So actually, you know, a lot of these guys that we sign are with them. So it continues that family format that we're trying to convey to our guests, that like how we interact. It's not awkward. So when you guys show up, it won't be awkward.
Right.
Because you can feel that rigidness when, you know, I can feel it. You know what I mean? So I would understand as a guest, you want to look like all your shit's together. You know what I mean? So even the celebrities that we never met, there's still a family atmosphere because we're all in the same group.
Oh yeah.
You know? So they're tied. Bill's tied to you guys in a way, you know, and then Spencer is an extension of that, and then, you know, so that's how we kind of try to do business for all our shows. And then Vic,
it's gonna be fun and relaxed.
Absolutely. Oh, you know, and me and Brian will actually go up to people that's, you know, introverted, that don't know how to interact sometimes, just to make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
Hey, are you all right? You guys having a good time? Like, we respect your space.
Oh, yeah.
But we also want you to know that you're included. There's other people here that might want to talk to you, that, you know, you got something to ask them, or if you're really that nervous or scared about it, ask us, we'll ask them.
That's
cool.
Know,
in front of you. So, I mean, I don't know other promoters that do that.
No, that's
No, and me and
real good.
Ben are very good at pulling people out of their shells, so to speak.
Yes.
Look at Leo.
And I on the other side of it too, I'm sure that there's people that we've met that would like to just jump in and hide in the shell.
That is true.
Yes. We do a good job of trying to get everybody network and bring them into the family, even new vendors, new guests. Right. I think it just works. I think that's what we go after, and that's, what we're looking for. And I want people to come out, have a great time. Again, we're a little bit different to other cons. You can come to our show and think that you're at a major convention. But it's personable.
Do you guys have any vendor space left at any of your shows?
A little bit.
This much.
Yeah, I know a few guys that have been looking for spaces,
now,
and those are kind of
local
to them.
I thought I saw a post regarding Tidewater that you guys opened
outside.
up outdoor vending.
Outdoor vending will be it's $200, and they can actually pay at the time of the show, as long as they give us a heads up that they're going to be there, and they still need to be vetted. We need to know what you're not just going to show up with Geico and pay me $200.
Right?
We're not doing that. But you contact us, and you bring your own pop up, you bring your own tables. We're doing so many outdoor events that we've done this year that it's normal to them. They already know. They already have their own power. They already know how to set up their own thing. And they can set up a little extra table to the side if need be. It's just that was the show that we were trying to put on last year.
Yeah.
And we couldn't. This year, we're putting on the show that we actually wanted to do last year. Okay. There's live music after the convention so that it doesn't interfere. We have 5 food trucks outside with those vendors, so that way they're not by themselves. We're going to be running Bluetooth music and stuff out there, and some of the vendors are doing breakfast, lunch, dinner, for us, which we didn't have last year. And just to be completely transparent, like the hotel sometimes doesn't have the staff because a lot of places you're going to Targets. You walk into a Target and there's nobody working because they're all pushing the truck.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody. So some of the hotels are still getting back to full force. And, you got 500 people want to drink. They can't get it.
Yeah, I hope attendees understand we are still going through a shortage of
everything,
staffing, and food, and be patient with the service people. If anybody's there helping you, be patient with them.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's a very good point. But
when in doubt, just ask Brian to cook a meatloaf for you. It's all good.
Yeah.
Brian does when he cooks the food.
I like meatloaf.
Yeah.
I hear Brian cooks a great meatloaf, man. I've been on him for 6 months.
Brian can cook.
When y'all come down, man. When y'all come down, I'm ready.
I hear we're coming down at the end of August and the beginning of September, and
September is the meatloaf show.
I'm not making nothing when I'm in Maryland. No.
Yeah, we'll be there 3-4 days before you guys will probably be in there. Just to receive celebrities and make sure everything's right.
We'll be in the hotel.
All right, so we need a food stipend for that one, Leo. Okay. I travel cheap. I'm a very I'll eat ramen the whole fucking time if I have to.
Let me get 2 McChickens.
Yep.
And $1 drink. I am good to go.
And a couple of brownies.
I'll save the cup. Don't worry.
I'll use it tomorrow when I come back.
Yeah.
It's out in the hotel water.
Free refills. What are you talking about? Come on.
Exactly. I was here. I was here yesterday. That's to say there's a time limit.
All right. I'm about done here.
All right.
We should wrap it up.
It's getting late for an old man.
I still got to eat dinner.
I still got to finish baking.
Oh,
my God. Dude, I've got brownies for you, Justin, Brandon, Steven.
Oh, great. We're going to see pictures from this week.
Oh, it's going to be fucking hilarious.
I can't wait to see the pictures. What are you guys doing? Terrificon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll see the pictures, and it'll be the Dorkening banner only.
They're not even
where is everybody?
They're not even going to know what to do. These are going to be full strength, Leo. You're not 2 and you're done. I made them small for you.
He's already sweating.
2 and done.
I don't see Leo taking 2 brownies, man. He's gonna be asleep out back in a trailer.
Yeah.
Leo,
Good
he's
nap.
in the room.
Well, hey,
Yes.
as long as somebody can run all the equipment.
I can press buttons.
Okay.
I love pressing buttons. See,
Yeah,
I
he
eat. I
can't
like.
fuck it up any worse than you do
My
sometimes.
tolerance is like ridiculous. I sit there and like eat 20 brownies while watching TV at night. Like, let me tell you, the sleep is fucking amazing. But like,
I'm the same one now.
yeah, like I don't get.
I eat all the edibles and nothing happened.
Yeah, smoking, different story. I smoke up and I'm like, whoo, nice toasted, find a level. But eating them, it's just like,
These are delicious.
for real.
Well, on that note, I want to thank everybody for watching this fine evening. Definitely check out the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. My name is Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard here, and I run a little thing called the Dorkening Podcast Network. We got about 40 shows on the network, ton of awesome people doing a ton of awesome stuff. So head on over to thedorkening.com for more information. And we're going to be at Terrificon this weekend, and then you'll be able to find us at Maryland Poppin' Horror Con, and then Tidewater. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let me see. Since he showed up late, Benjamin.
Hi. Yeah, I'm here. I was late.
You made it.
But I made it. You know, and I still made it for 47 minutes of the show.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
for real.
So
We extended the show for you, Ben.
I was here for half the show.
The show didn't even start until you showed up.
That's what I was trying to say, man. I logged on. I was like, are they still on? And I'm like, oh, shit, they're still doing dumb shit. I'm going to get in. So, yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, we're going to be all over the place. You're just going to have to go to stilltoking.com and check out our event schedule. But, yeah, we're super looking forward to heading down to Maryland and down to Norfolk, Virginia this year, hanging out with those 2 crazy-ass some bitches that are hiding off screen somewhere right now. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
Okay, Jar Jar.
Hey, as Leo touched on, check out the Dorkening. A lot of great shows. We got Splash Pages, Comics Paradox, the Dork Night. So many friggin' shows, especially if you're into comic books or just dork shit. Even Ganja Gospel on Sundays. I've been watching that. And, you know, we're hitting up all the conventions coming up right now. Tidewater, as it's Ben said, Norfolk, we're going to be everywhere. It's going to be crazy. Please come down. Please join us. It's not a con unless you're there.
Oh, yeah.
Go somewhere else.
Hey, just want to thank you guys for having us on. Always a pleasure fucking with you guys all night. You know, we're going to have a great time when you come down to Norfolk. First, we're going to go ahead and do the Maryland show. So Maryland, August 27, August 28, like 80 vendors, BWI Marriott. Check us out, Facebook, Instagram. So that's MarylandPoppinHorrorCon.com. And then that's August 27, 28. And then 2 weeks later, we're going to be in Tidewater, our hometown, Norfolk, Virginia. 3-day show, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. Friday we'll probably open up a little bit early, maybe noon, get it going. Party goes all night, and then con Saturday, con Sunday. After party is Saturday night. It's going to be a great time. We didn't even touch on the children's activities. Children under 7 are free anyway, but we'll actually have on-site local pirate group that has children's activities, Captain Slackbeard. So, yeah, everybody's going to have a good time. Fun for the whole family. Don't be scared. Come say hi. Come spend some time with us. But other than that, man, appreciate all the work you guys have done. Check us out, TidewaterHorrorConvention.com. Georgia is GAPoppinHorrorCon.com. Check out all of our social medias. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, or you can just go to TidewaterConventions.com and see all of it listed in one spot. While we were off air, I was actually whispering that to him. Just do Tidewater Convention so that
I didn't hear him say that.
That's why we get along so good, because see, I'm like Brian. I would be like, and we have a TikTok and we have a Facebook, we have this, and then Jeff comes on and goes stilltoking.com.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, everything.
Yeah, we have a TikTok's Tidewater Conventions, but you can go to tidewaterconventions.com and see all our websites and everything and stay up to date on it.
Perfect. Jeffrey.
Sorry, I was resting up for what's going to be a couple of awesome fucking weekends. I hope you guys come down and join us. I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, we were down there last year, and it was just killer. These guys crushed it. If you don't come, you're gonna miss out. Tidewater's in September. Maryland is the last weekend of August. Like you said, just go to tidewaterconventions.com. To check us out, go to stilltoking.com. All the information is all cross-referenced anyway. Look us up on Facebook, watch the videos, watch the show. Some of the people that are actually coming are going to be live guests on some of our upcoming shows as well. So be sure you tune into that with Still Toking with on Wednesdays at 7.
Awesome. With that, we'll catch you guys
And
later.
Leo, what is your website?
TheDorkening.com.
I thought you changed it to the Dorkening Podcast Network.com.
Yeah, but
No, you went the other way.
Well, either one works. The Dorkening Podcast Network.com is the official website because that has all the keywords. But if you go to the Dorkening.com, that redirects to the Dorkening Podcast Network.com.
I wasn't sure if it was fixed. That's why I didn't mention.
It was fixed. You were just doing something wrong.
Okay.
Leo swings both ways.
Yeah. Remember, folks, horror conventions aren't haunted houses. It's safe.
But it can be hands-on.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. Catch you later. Bye.